Alright.
Hello again.
Whoever's watching this probably just watched the previous episode. So I've got 9 upgrade points to use. I should probably go and spend a few of them.
May as well.
I think there's some stuff in town that we can access now that we couldn't before, but I'm probably not going to bother with it just yet.
Oh, do you carry more bombs now?
Yep. Maximum 2. Hey, remember this guy?
Oh yeah, him.
He's back. There's a thing down here.
Do we just kind of get...
Oh, this is the fucking pits. This is a mini game where you play soccer with this kid.
And he is just like...
He's an absolute savage. It's the first to 10, and then you get an upgrade bit. I have already more than I'm going to use, so I'm not going to bother, but it is... I may make a quick run of it later, but it's absolutely brutal. That kid's a fucking savage. He doesn't play fair, and if you get hit by the ball when you're not dashing, you just get knocked the fuck down.
I'd like to think the kid also has like little animations of him like laughing.
He does not, sadly, but...
just to really grind the player's gears.
It's our mountaineer buddy.
Hey!
He's back. I guess he just decided he didn't want to be on that fucking mountain anymore. Which,
fair enough.
To be fair.
It's probably cold.
Alright, so that's probably the last upgrade that I'm going to buy. Because I don't really need any more. Actually, I want to go take a look at the outfits that we've gotten so far.
Oh, is there a spot where we can view them?
Yeah, in the house. So this is where you change your outfits.
Oh, cool.
I'm just gonna stick with the regular one for now.
Ooh, that one's got like a black and yellow look to it.
Yeah. All the different swords we've unlocked. Let's get yellow. And all the different sprites we've unlocked. I like this guy. He looks like, in that Sonic Game Boy Advance game, the one that's a beat-em-up.
Oh, Sonic Battle.
Yeah. What's the robot's name?
Emerald?
Doesn't this dude look like Emerald?
He looks like, not Emerald, but in Sonic Advance 3, there's a different version of... It's kind of like an upgraded version of Emerald.
Oh, I've never seen it. I just seen the one from... It's just the color schemes, I think, that matches.
The color scheme of that one is pretty spot on to the one from Sonic Advance 3.
I'm pretty sure it's almost the same as the one from the original, too.
I think that version of Emerald is just called Gemerald, actually.
How do you know it's not supposed to be Gemerald?
It could be. I've just heard people say Gemerald.
That's a terrible, stupid name.
We took the previous character and just added a G to his name.
Yeah, that would be dumb. Not that Gemerald is much better, but at least it's like it's a play on gem and emerald.
Yeah.
That's not much better, though.
But yeah, I kind of get more of that design, because he's black, and then that little, like, fin thing on his head is yellow.
Sure. I don't know what that one looks like, so... But yeah, I think the colors is just what reminds me of that.
So, as you've said numerous times, the South area, maybe not on the show, but just to me in general, the South area is kind of different from what we've been going through for the...
It is. It's, oops. Wait for those to go away. It's a little less linear. Like, it just kind of opens up almost the entire area right from the start. But it does still gate you off from certain things, but it's much less follow the path until you get to whatever the next target point is. It involves actually quite a bit more exploration.
Ah, there's Anubis again.
I just want to check off over here first.
I really like the kind of autumn look that this area's got.
Autumnal, yes. Wait a minute. I know I have to beat the boss to get through here, but there's supposed to be a tablet around here somewhere. That's fine.
It's a lot of canisters in there, though. Oh, it's our our Dark Souls 2 looking guy.
Yeah. The guy who saved us in the beginning.
Was that him putting his family to rest?
Yeah. This game is dark as fuck. And he gives us an outfit as well. He gives us his outfit.
Is he still alive there?
No, he's dead.
Oh.
He's died.
No.
Yeah. Throughout the game, when you encounter him, you can hear him coughing. Not as badly as you do, but he's still clearly pretty sick. And I guess this is as good a time as any to kind of talk about the plot of the game a bit. Oh yeah, this area is cool because it has 4 mini bosses instead of one big boss. Even though there is a last boss of it, I find the bosses in this area really change up the dynamic of boss fights, and I find them really fun because they're all quite varied. But yeah, this is a good enough time to talk about the sort of the meta plot of this game, or the plot, I should say. So my impression of this is that while your character is quite sick, the final boss of this game stole power from the Anubis, which we're just going to go ahead and assume is a god of some kind. Hence, whenever, or in the beginning of the game, when you're reaching for that diamond, the one diamond that's around Anubis's head, the blackness pulls you down and away. So I think... What are you doing? Oh. So my impression of the plot of this game is that Anubis has come to you to ask you to restore or take the power back from the last boss of this game. And in exchange, he'll heal you. Now, hence why the other big drifter in this game, the Dark Souls 2 looking guy that we just encountered, is also sick and dying. So I think this is a thing that it's promised lots of people.
But they've just...
haven't succeeded. They've died before completing it. Actually, once... We do have enough keys to check it out now, but in the arena area of the game, there is another dude who is shown to be reaching to grab the power and gets pulled down by the darkness. Which makes me think we need the last 4 keys to get in through here. Which makes me think that it's just reaching out for anyone who can potentially return its power to it.
Just anybody that seems capable.
Yeah, and so far, everyone has seemed to have failed. I like that there's the skeletons of the little guys, and the skeletons of the big ones from the North Zone, the ones that jump around and swipe at you.
Oh yeah. It's almost like a trophy room of some sort.
Yeah. No sweat.
None at all. You've pretty much
I've had so much practice at this game.
You've been through the worst of it. Or have we?
We kind of have. The challenge area in this in the South Zone is not that bad. It's just another wave fight, but it doesn't have a ton of flying enemies, so that instantly makes it way easier.
Oh, and we got some skeletons of those NPC creatures too.
Yeah.
One of those is clearly one of those ferret people.
There's the ferret, there's the bird folk, there's, I don't know, there's the lizard. We encountered a lizard outside.
Yeah, we didn't get to see the pictograph of him telling the backstory of his people, but they're quite adorable
It's a
looking.
different lizard, dude.
Oh, there's another one we're gonna see later?
Yep, there's 2 in this South Zone.
So, in time.
We'll get there. Actually, one of the outfits, and I should try to figure out which one it is, reduces the amount of energy you spend on both special attacks and absorbing projectiles or deflecting projectiles. I should figure out which one that is, because that's super useful. It means you can do the dashing attack way more.
Yeah, I hope we can find that. That sounds
I
like
think
it'd be super
I think it's one of the
helpful.
ones I already have. Oh,
Well, we can just look up, like, the different capes.
Yeah,
and...
there is a guide out there somewhere. Alright.
3 more keys to go.
Yeah, I gotta check these off of my list because I haven't been.
We're taking a much more meticulous approach this time.
Yeah, because I want to unlock all the doors. I want to get all the things this time. And I'm not really like a 100% completionist person. It's just this game has some cool stuff once you've unlocked everything.
And this is just a game that it holds a special place in you. So.
Yeah, in me.
So you just want to...
Right next to my colon.
Gross. But yeah, we want to give the game the proper love it deserves.
Oh, fuck.
Do those hurt you just by running into you, too?
No, they only hurt you if you get pushed by it into a solid object.
Oh, okay.
Thank God, because that would be the absolute pits.
Mm-hmm. I mean, even if a big block just kind of came at you at that speed, it probably would hurt in general.
Oh, totally.
It's basically the equivalent of you just kind of running full speed into a wall. These, those, robots that you're fighting there, they, kind of remind me of the, battle droids from, Star Wars Episode 1.
Yeah.
The kind of rolly ones.
Whoa. Here we go.
Alright, so we're just gonna... Whoa!
Boss fight. I love this boss fight.
It's, he's one of the guys that showed up in that one pictograph, right?
Yeah, because he's one of the,
He's in the rogues gallery.
Yep, and...
Oh, it's just gotten super
he's,
Toho all of a sudden.
There we go. One shot.
And you just... Yeah, you just...
Yeah, he, we saw all of his moves anyways. Yeah, he's a bullet hell Toho boss.
Or,
which is, it really changes up how you fight them, which is fun.
Or rather, a more fitting, a fitting comparison would be, from, just like a boss from that game, Fury?
Yep, that has a lot of bullet hell stuff in it too.
Especially because you're another kind of swordsman with a gun in that game.
True.
And I think he too is wearing like a cool cape or scarf of sorts.
Yes, he wears a scarf. Okay. So it says there's one in the place I just came from. I may want to... Oh. I may want to go check that out. I think I maybe can't even access it until I've done something else already. But we're going to run and take a look anyways. Yeah, so that's the first of 4 mini-bosses in this area, and honestly, they're all pretty memorable and fun. A couple of them fight like drifters, which makes for a fun challenge.
I love a good kind of rogues gallery type of thing. Where you just have like a group of baddies and you gotta take them down one by one.
Yeah, I wish that the game did more of that in this, because it just makes it really makes you think a little more than you've had to previously in the game. That's weird. It says I'm missing one piece in this room specifically. I'll come back to it later if I can't figure it out. Like, I just did this area not too long ago, so in theory I shouldn't really have too much trouble. But just watch, I'm totally going to.
Those didn't really have much effect on the gameplay, but damn,
the eyeballs?
That was a crazy thing to see.
Yeah. Oh.
Fittingly enough, they're pretty eye-catching.
Great. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Oh, I can't even do anything here. I need to finish the boss first.
Oh, does that go to the challenge room?
No, it's just a thing I can't access until I've beaten the boss. Until I've beaten all 4 of the bosses, I should say. I shouldn't say that I think that they should have done more like these mini-bosses, because I think the other bosses in this game are all pretty fun, and they're varied, but in this area much more, I wish they had had more mini-bosses. Just little in-between parts that were super fun.
It kind of add a bit more to that kind of Zelda feeling this game has.
Yeah, it makes you kind of... Yeah, it just sort of tests you in a way I find enjoyable. Except these things take forever to interact with. Oh god, I know exactly which part we're coming up to.
Oh, is it an insane challenge?
No, I always have a hard time... I usually have a hard time with that area because the rocket dude will catch me off guard, or he'll hit me with the rocket super close up.
Oh, that was the part there?
Yeah.
Went through it with absolutely no problem.
Yeah, I'm doing way better than this time than I did last time we played.
Is that a hole in the floor right there?
Yep. I'm even doing better in this playthrough than I've done on my previous ones in places.
The earlier parts of
I like all these test tubes too, all these things floating in vats.
Mm-hmm. Wonder what it is.
I think it's these little ogre things.
I think the first time I saw those, I half expected them to like the little creatures inside to break out and you'd have to fight them.
Oh yeah. I could see that. There's a little, I guess they're like a cutscene technically, at one point in the game that shows actually just that happening, although I don't think it actually occurs anywhere in the game.
Huh. So it's just like in one of those little
little speeches.
Little dialogue images?
Yep. Who's the main dude in this area, who will come back to town and hang out with us, which is nice.
Oh, we're gonna see that.
Almost every NPC you interact with in this game eventually comes to town.
That's kind of nice.
Yeah.
You just get like kind of like a sign of your progression.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, remember this dude? Like, you just saved his butt, and now he's come to hang out because it's safe in town, or it's safe for him to get back to town, I guess. Wait a minute. Okay, I thought there was a hidden something in here.
Does that one guy in the east area come back? Do you remember?
Which
it was
one?
that little ferret guy who was telling the story about how he ended up...
No, he doesn't.
Oh.
Or at least not that I've seen. It's certainly possible, but no. He stays there. I think he's still afraid of the frogs.
Well, it's not like they went away completely after you killed the boss there.
No. Okay, well, he killed himself, so...
All's well that ends well.
It was really satisfying in the West Challenge Room, but I like when you do the dash attack through tons of enemies and the game kind of slows down. And you just feel like him hit 8 people in a row.
And you just feel like you're digging through multiple bad guys all at once.
How badass am I?
You are...
I mean, in the game, not in real life.
You are pretty up there.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, the Drifter, I may have talked about this already, but he shows up he's showed up in quite a few indie games.
He's in Brawlout.
Yeah.
What else is he in?
He's gonna be in that, Indivisible game.
I don't know what that is.
Indivisible, it's an interesting one. It's like a kind of side-scrolling, almost kind of Metroidvania-esque game.
Do you get to play as the Drifter?
He can join your party.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Because, for the most part, you just kind of control the one girl, and then, one of the things that you can do in this game is, turn-based combat.
Mm-hmm. So it's a role-playing game.
Yeah, and then, it's interesting, because it's like, From what I've seen, when you're going through certain parts of the game, it looks very kind of Metroidvania-y.
Esque.
Metroidvania-ish. And, but yeah, when you encounter enemies, unless you're... Because your character is holding an axe, and eventually, it looks like as you get stronger, you can just take them out with an axe swing. But if they're strong enough, you'll go into like this kind of turn-based battle.
Oh, I see. So it won't make you fight super weak enemies.
Yeah. But when you go into like a turn-based battle, your party just kind of...
God damn it. I have a problem. That's the other problem I have with this game, is there's some checkpointing that's kind of weird. So I have to do actually quite a bit of this area again.
Oh, dang.
So this whole area, basically, I have to do over again. There are some issues in the larger rooms with checkpoints. That make, like, this area a little frustrating at times, especially since there's so many moments where it throws the rocket launcher enemies at you that are actually super punishing. So it makes it not the most fun that it could be.
They aren't too bad if you can close the distance between you and them, but considering their placement here, this is where they start to become a bit of a problem.
Yes.
But yeah, so when you get into these battles in Indivisible, that's when your party just kind of jumps out of your main character.
Yeah, I'm familiar with JRPGs.
But yeah, and at some point you can get... There's like a whole bunch of different indie characters in that game.
Okay.
I think Juan from Guacamelee is in it too.
I never played that game.
I have the because they're coming out with like a duo pack in a physical copy, and I decided to pre-order that. Because I've been wanting to play that game for a while myself. It's like a Metroidvania game.
No, I'm familiar. I know what it's about. And I should probably go into this next room to save my progress.
Good thinking.
Although it just had the save icon before I even... for fuck's sakes. Okay. Guess we're doing this now.
Just as long as you don't have to fight that thing in the center of the room.
No. No.
That guy looks scary.
And there we go. Area completed. Yeah, this is not a super challenging ambush room, but some of them get a little crazy. Now I'm gonna go back.
I think we've already seen when they can get pretty crazy.
Yeah, yeah, we'll see the South challenge room once we're finished with the boss here, and it's not as bad as it could be. Are you kidding me? Oh my god. Fuck.
Oh, did it? It got rid of your path?
Pff, never mind. I'm an idiot. I thought I couldn't get over. I'm just an idiot. Who is ready to get really mad about that.
What are you talking about? You're an expert!
I'm an expert. This is a professional speedrun.
Professionally unprofessional, as I like to say.
I've never heard you say that before today.
I said it multiple times today.
I've heard you say it once today.
But I do like saying that.
I'll take your word for it.
I think it...
I rarely listen to you when you talk.
Oh, wow. Revealing some things, are we?
Yeah, we're getting honest up in here. Like, honestly, if I have to do all this again, I'm gonna be really peeved.
Sucks that the fence is still blocking your way there.
Yeah, what is this, Pokemon game? Hey. Heyo.
You should be able to just vault over it. The Drifter looks like he's capable of that.
Oh yeah. Fuck off. Are you Fuck off. See? This area sucks.